So Longlegs is the newest film by director Osgood Perkins. It follows Malaika Monroe as Lee Harker, who is a Catholic-raised FBI agent who is tracking down Longlegs, a Satan-worshipping serial killer masterfully played by Nick Cage. Both of them are fantastic. Monroe gives this rather dry type of performance. She doesn't display a lot of emotion in this film, and that is something that took me time to actually get used to in this film. At first I was really confused. I was like, why is Monroe's character like this? Why is she so dry? But as this film went on, you realized how her performance and just the way her character was fit into the story that this film was trying to tell. And when you began to piece that together, you realized how well her performance fits here and really how on the nose she is in terms of exactly what this film needs. And it's especially prevalent at the end when everything just clicks with her actions and the way that her character is. And I loved it. She was amazing. There are also two really solid supporting performances here by Blair Underwood as the chief, lead agent on this case, and Alicia Witt, who plays Malaika Monroe's mom in this film. Both of them do a really good job and just have some great scenes. Let me get into the elephant of the room, that is Nick Cage, who in the advertising of this film, they don't show his face fully really at all. And that was such a good decision. His presence in this film is just so prevalent in every single scene. It's a performance that I was worried would be weighed down by the memeability of all of his Cageisms. So it was a little hard for me to see him as becoming this terrifying character, but oh my God, it worked. I did not see Nick Cage in this film. What I saw was Longlegs. And that performance is aided by this wide style cinematography that leaves a lot of empty space behind the characters throughout this film. A lot of empty space that you feel like Longlegs could just waltz into and wreak havoc on their lives. And you are at the edge of your seat in every single scene, not wanting that to happen. And that's what holds this tension throughout the film that is introduced from the very first scene of the movie, and it does not drop at all. It keeps going. It keeps escalating. I never felt it de-escalate whatsoever. And that is just such a credit to the pacing of this film, the acting of this film, the editing, the score. It's a minimalist score. You don't hear a lot of it, but when it's there, and it just continues to aid this film. And at under 2 hours, this film is not given a chance to overstay its welcome whatsoever. It starts perfectly and it ends perfectly just in the moments that they start and end in. With that being said though, this film was pretty predictable. And that's my biggest issue here. For a film that was supposed to be a mystery, it just didn't seem mysterious. I kind of predicted the entire ending before we even reached the halfway mark of this film, because it tries dropping breadcrumbs for that ending, but those breadcrumbs just felt too big and too obvious, and I picked up on them right away. And maybe I'm in the minority on that, but sadly for me, that is a bit of an issue here, holding this back from being maybe the best horror film I've seen in a theater, period. But with that being said, this is a masterfully made film with some incredible performances that I think have a chance to submit themselves in horror movie history. I highly recommend that you go see it. I highly recommend that you see it in a theater. I saw it in a theater with almost a sold out crowd, and that's really hard to do around where I live. This is a 4.5-star film. I can't sing its praises enough, and I'm so glad it lived up to my expectations, because I had really high expectations for this film. But anyways, what about all of you? What did you think of Longlegs? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to start a discussion. I'll see you all in the next movie review. Take care.